How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Elvis Junction Reviews. Today we're looking at another Athearn Genesis product. We're looking at a Golden West Service 50-foot PCNF boxcar, smooth side, 14-inch plug door, and this has the number 136141. Here it is in its Athearn Genesis box, and as you can see, it says 75th anniversary. So let's not waste any time and get this sucker open. I hope everybody are having a good day today. I've literally been spending my entire day from wake up to now reviewing things. So as you can see, we have a bag with extra rolling end caps, which is really cool. Athearn has begun to do that as well, as Scale Trains is doing that. We have the exploded diagram of the car here, which is nice. Not that big. There was a sign up for Athearn News in that box, but originally I wasn't going to review this car, and then I realized, oh, I'm running out of things to review, so I might as well review this. And there it is, inside of its car. Oh. And the rolling end caps are coming off, which is a bit of a shame. A lot of them apparently came off. A lot of them actually came off, which is a bit of a disappointment. Let's actually see if we can find them. Yep, there they are. You can see the rolling end caps came off of there, and there, and there. But anyway, without any other interruptions, let us get into some history about the Golden West Service. So, the Golden West Service freight cars were created in the 1990s. Up until that point, the SP and the Cotton Belt Service, their box cars were falling apart. A lot of their freight cars were falling apart, and it was becoming difficult for them to pay for the repairing them. So, what they did was that they ended up selling a bunch of them to leasing companies who would rebuild them and repaint them into this new paint scheme, and the SP and the Cotton Belt would lease them out. And it was a lot cheaper and a lot more cost-effective for these companies to do this instead of repairing their boxcars altogether. Unfortunately, the SP was bought out by the Union Pacific, and the Golden West Service pretty much ended then. But we still see a lot of these Golden West Service cars now. They're very faded, and now they've lost their they've lost these reporting marks. Now they say SP or SSW for the Cotton Belt units. And you see a lot of them still on UP tracks, but there's a lot of them not exist anymore because a lot of them have been scrapped or been put into storage. But anyway, so let's get into some details, starting with the A and the B end. Alrighty, so starting at the B end, as you can see, we have the B means for brake, so the brake wheel right here. We have a reporting mark at the top of the car here, GVSR 136141. We have some ribbing here, as well as some legible details like Hydro Cushion, Type 2014A, and some letters and numbers that I'm not exactly sure what they mean. We have a safety plaque board right here to indicate if this has something dangerous inside, like explosives or something acidic or something like that. We have some step ladders right here, as well as our coupler cut bar underneath the car. There's a little walkway here above the brake, underneath the brake wheel, and there's a grab iron that runs the width of the car. Here's our coupler, and there's the air brake hose. It's pretty much the same on the other side, the only difference being the lacking of that brake wheel. All right, so now let's look at some side detail. Alrighty, so now we're looking at the side of the car here, and as you can see right off the bat, there is another step ladder right here, as well as a little step here. Here's our reporting marks again, GVSR 136141, our load limit and our load weight, as well as the letters R, B, and L. 2-inch comp shoes, which is for the brakes. You can see the trucks here, as well as their rotating end caps right there, which is pretty cool. Plate C, as you can see right there. We have a bad order board and also a safety board right here, or a safety plaque board. Moving on to the doors, there are 14-foot long doors, two on that. And so, I'm sorry, no, it's one long 14-foot door that moves to the right here. As you can see, these are the braces to keep it from going off the rails of the right here. We have some large grab irons right here on either side of the car. There's the door lever and a retaining valve down here, 25K. Close and lock doors before moving the car, and security device only. And of course, opening W14011 911. Now moving along here, we have our lovely and classic Golden West Service logo, which is a very iconic logo for the 90s especially, and into the early 2000s. We have some more details about the car here, as well as when it was built. Some more 2-inch comp shoes you can downce, and then there's another 2 little structural braces to keep the door from sliding off the rails again. All right, so now let's look at the bottom of the car. Looking at the bottom of the car, you can see all the air brake and brake hose and wires and all that. Here's our air tank reservoir, as well as the comp and the compressors. And this thing, I don't know what this is. I see that a lot on a lot of box cars, but I'm not exactly sure what it does. But you can actually see the brake mechanism here. Like when it gets rotated, these move either this way and that way. So they go like that. And that's really cool and all that. All right, so now let's get into my final thoughts. So this is a very good looking car. I'm gonna give it a solid A. Obviously the downside was those rolling end caps that had fallen off the axles, so I'm gonna have to mark it down on that. But regardless, this is a great looking car. I mean, it's got the amazing colors of that dark blue and the yellows. Very, very iconic logo for railroads in the 1990s and the last of SP's stuff. But anyway, if you enjoyed, please hit that like button. Also subscribe if you have not, and hit the notification bell to know when I upload. I upload on Mondays and Fridays at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So check in on those days and at that time to see what I have to upload next. But thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.